What's up, YouTube? It's your girl Sherry back with another video. Another video for who? Another video for you. So in today's video, I seen this really cute crafting thing that this girl did on the Property Brothers. The DIY channel is my favorite channel. Shout out to you. So it's where they wrote their family's names, all of them, in Scrabble pieces. And she even put the points that they're worth and everything. And then she hung them like a little Scrabble board on her wall. And I so badly wanted to do it. But all of my family walls that I already have are already completely filled. I have nowhere to put them. Well, now that I redid the back hall, I have no theme back there. I have no pictures, no paintings, no nothing. So I'm going to spread the family loveness back through the back hall. And I'm going to use I think they're pine boards. I'm not sure, but they're really light, pale, regular boards. It goes with the colors, and I think it's going to look really awesome. So I figured I would do the DIY crafting. You guys can see how I make them. That way, if you guys want to do it, you guys can do it too, because I'm no hater, and I feel like a good idea can be spread, and that when somebody copies off of you, it's a compliment. It is a compliment. It's the biggest compliment ever is when somebody copies off of you. So I am all for it, and I hate when people say copying, so it's not really copying. So you want to make these Scrabble pieces too, you do you, boo. I think they're going to be so dang cute. So don't forget to hit that subscribe button, turn on your little notification bell, give this video a thumbs up, and stay tuned. Okay, guys, so I already drew up how I'm going to do it. I already counted the amount of letters that I need. I need 18 letters total. Now remember, guys, you're not going to count your letters for each individual name because you're using letters of other people's names to build off of to make another name. So you're not going to use or need the actual amount of letters in each person's name. You want to count how many you need for this. I have 18. So I'm going to be using these 1x4s because I have plenty of them left from doing all of the baseboards and everything that I did in my house. So I know that these are actually only 3 1/4, or no, 3.5, that's what they are, 3.5 inch boards. So I want to make them squares because Scrabble pieces are square. So I'm just going to go in the middle. I'm going to hash it at 3.5. I have a straight, a speed square, excuse me. If you guys don't have a speed square, no big deal, just use a ruler. So if you guys don't have a speed square, it's just to help you make them straight line. What you would do is measure up here, 3.5, measure down here, 3.5, and then connect your lines like this. Boop, you know, easy peasy. And now that I did that, guys, this isn't even my speed square. Did not make a straight line. What the heck? How weird. So that means the board is probably warped or not cut straight. So anyway, so then I'm going to just mark every 3.5 inches. Okay, guys, so I have all of my squares cut. Ooh. So what I'm going to do is just sand the edges just so that I don't get a splinter. That would really suck. I'm about to show you something here. See how on this side, oops, sorry, it's all chewed up? Same with this side, okay? That was our ugly side. Boop. This side is pretty. It's just the way that the saw chops up the wood sometimes. So I'm gonna go ahead and sand all 18 of these dang things. Then I'm gonna clear some room on my dining room table so I can paint, and then I'll be right back. Okay guys, so I sanded all of my squares and I just realized I went and got my Scrabble game out and their pieces are not square. They're actually rectangles, but I'm not recutting them. They're gonna stay squares. I think they look better aesthetically squared. So we're gonna leave them squared. So like I said, I already have it drawn up how I'm gonna do it. My son's name is Romani. I'm gonna use him as the base and branch everybody else's names off of him. I literally tried it several different ways to see which way aesthetically it looked best, and this way looks the best. I also looked up what each letter is worth online, and I only did the letters that we use in our name. So as you guys see, and for those of you who have never played Scrabble, this is what they look like. They're just a basic printed letter with the number point that they are worth. Here is a V. 4 points, I think, is the highest point you can get in this game. But here's a Y and an H. These are letters that we'll be using. So we're going to mimic those. So we're going to start with R. I'm going to try and find an R. Here we go, here we go, here we go. R. So what I have is just basic acrylic paint. This is a matte black. You can use the shiny black. It doesn't matter. If you seal it, it's all going to get shiny anyways. So I just shook it up, pouring it in my pan. And I got a real tiny little paintbrush. And we're just going to paint. So let me angle you down a little bit so you can see what I'm doing. So the letters pretty much take up, I would say, a good portion of the block. So let's go. I should probably draw these on with pencil first, but I ain't gonna. I freehand a lot of things, and if I mess up, I mess up. It doesn't matter because I made it and I love it. So who cares? Alright guys, here it is. I think it turned out so cute. They're not perfect. 3 B's in a row. You clearly can see the difference between the 3, but they're hand done, guys. That's all that matters. You made them out of love. You made them for your family. I'm probably going to touch up a few of them. Like the S isn't thick enough, I'll probably thicken that one up. The A here, probably thicken that one up. I don't know, guys. All together, though, I think they look great. I love it, and I can't wait to put it on my wall. Okay, guys, so what I did was mark the center of the block. So what I did was I started up here. I marked 1 3/4 inch, and then I came down here and marked 1 3/4 inch, and then I connected the 2 lines to get halfway down the board, and then I measured from the top of the board down a 1/2 inch. Let me see here, and marked it, and then I used a 1/4 inch drill bit, and I drilled a hole. Now when I was drilling, as you can see, it shifted. It's not in the very middle of the wood. So I'm hoping that doesn't mess it up too much. And what I'm going to use are just the really tiny little white nails. I'm going to tack them up in there. Okay guys, so far this is what I've done. I measured the Scrabble board longest end to the other, so the width from the first beginning of the letter to the very end of the last letter. So I measured 33 inches altogether. So I took a tape measure, I marked 33 inches, I marked the very beginning of the other inches, I took my leveler, I leveled the wall, made a straight line across. So I also made sure I marked where I wanted. So I'm starting with the name Romani. Romani was the base name that I started with. So the bottom of his row of letters so they're 3.5 inches wide. So from here to here is 3.5 inches. And I know that I started making the holes a 1/2 inch down. So I made sure that I made the line that I drew where I was going to actually hammer in nails for his name. So then I measured just from the R to the I, and that was, I don't know, I think it was 17 inches or something like that. So I went from the 33 over 17, which is here. And I know that they're 3.5 inches, so that's the R, and then here is the A. Okay, so then I drew a center line. I measured over 1 inch and 3/4, and I drew with my level a straight line up 17 inches because that's how long my daughter's name is. So this is R-A-M-A-N-I. So then it goes from here down and up there will be my daughter's name. So this is the bottom of his A. This is the top of his A. This is the very center of the very center of the A, and this is a 1/2 inch down. So then I just drew that line straight up. And now I'm going to tack up the Romani so that I can do the Sherry and then the Bobby off the Rena. And when I get that far, I'll come back. Okay, guys, so this is how far I got. So I have R-A-M-A-N-I all nailed up there. I then took R-A. Here's where the A goes. I then mark the top of the A. Then from there, we're gonna measure from the top of the A. We're gonna put it at 3.5, and you're gonna mark the starting inch, okay? Then from 0 down, you're gonna do the 1/2 inch, and that's where you're gonna put your nail hole, okay? Then you're gonna go back up to the top of the letter, 3.5. You're gonna go up to the 0, gonna hash it, and then you're gonna measure down a 1/2 inch. That's where you're gonna put your nail. And I've been doing circles for the nail and hash straight lines for the top and the bottom of the letters. Okay guys, so I have all of my nails in. Now I'm gonna do the same thing. So R-E-Y, Bobby is off of the Y. So I'm gonna just put a little mark on the side of my Y to tell me where the end of that block is. So from that nail hole over, I'm gonna use my level because this is where I want the nails to be level with. So I'm gonna go off of the nail that I just used. And then I'm going to do the same thing with the ruler. I'm going to go. Sorry guys, I forgot to silence my phone. So then we're going to go and get on my. So here's the Y. Should have marked it way up higher, but I'm a ding dong. So we're just gonna draw. Okay, so 3.5. Here's 0. Now for the letters going this way, they're in the center of the blocks. The center of the blocks are 1 3/4 inch. So you want to go from your 0 over to the 1 3/4 inch and mark your nail hole. And you're going to do it again, 3.5. Beginning of it, 1 3/4, nail hole. I'm going to do that. Okay guys, so I have the Bobby done. Now I need to do the Sherry, and the Sherry is off of his second A. So R-A-M-A. Okay guys, I'm sure there might have been an easier way to do all this, but this was just the easiest way for me. I even tried writing it all down on paper. I measured each hole where the hole would be. It was a mess. It was just too much for me. So this was just the easiest way. So if this isn't easy for you, you have an easier way, by all means, do it your way. This is just what made most sense to me. So are we ready? So far, so good, guys. Let's keep it up. That one's a little not even, only because of the way I drilled the hole, most likely. Has nothing to do with the actual nail hole. Oh, I think it looks awesome, guys. I'm so excited it turned out. Let's see if I can get you further back so you can see the whole thing. Again, you guys are in my cupboard. It's the only way I could get enough room. What do you think, guys? I think it is so cute. I'm so glad that I seen it on the Property Brothers. It was just a mom who's a DIYer like myself, and she made hers much bigger than mine. I would say she probably did hers 5 by 5 squares. Hers were massive, and then she had pictures of her husband and her kids in between them all. It was super cute. But this is what I chose to do. I like the smaller version, especially because my son has so many letters in his name. It would have been, you know, across the whole entire wall, and I don't have an entire wall. So this is it, guys. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe before you leave if you're not already. Let's see what else. I think that's it, guys. So stay tuned for the next video.